Hi guys, I'm here. How you doing, Ricky? So good to see you. I love you. I think I have too much light on me. Is that pretty bright? Let me see if I can. Still pretty bright. Yeah, it didn't make much difference. I'm so excited about today. I've got so much ready for you, so much I've done, and I've got something really critical to show you. I wish I could lift this camera. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna try. Hi, Sonia. Okay, Ricky, I understand that. Okay, I'm glad. It looks to me like there's just tons of light on me and my glasses are reflecting, but there's nothing I can do about it. Um, so I worked all morning today getting ready, and I do have a big warning for you guys. I did my candle. You guys watched me put my my candle together. And this morning when I was doing my work on the stuff I'm going to show you that I got prepared, something terrible happened. So if you use a candle like I used, the shorter round ones, please buy one of these. They're at the dollar store. They're easy to use. You just stick your candle in them, light your candle, you're good to go. It's nice and safe. It's fireproof and it's very thick. Okay? And I'm going to show you why I'm saying this. I lit my candle this morning to do my work so that I would have it complete to share with you guys. And I'm trying to turn off my, give me just one sec. And my candle lit fire. Candle lit fire. Now it wasn't the herbs because I've done it a million times, but I'm going to take a picture of it for you because I saved it so I could show you guys. Okay. So I took some pictures. I want you guys to see what happened to me this morning. I had a raging fire going in my witchy room. And this is the result. You can see my candle there, my herbal candle with flour all over it, half burned. This is another view. That is the wax running down my table, and that is what happened to the floor. So please, 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 when you do your candle, put it in a container. The fire was so high. I'm grateful that when I do light a candle that's not in glass, I always stay with it. And I'm grateful for that because had I left the room for any reason, my house could be gone. The flames were that high. The entire candle was engulfed. And I ran to the kitchen and grabbed the flour and immediately threw flour on it. Just so you know, if you need to put out a fire quick, flour or sugar will put out your fire. So yeah, it was a terrifying moment. It was bad. So be careful. Now, I blame it on the silver coating that was on that candle. I burned 3 of those in the past. Anymore, I think I have 2 left. They'll be in the garbage. Hang on. Yeah. Sorry. So I will not be burning any more of those silver lined candles because I really think that's what did it. I know it wasn't the herbs. I've done herbs and oils blessings on my candles for years and never had anything like that happen. However, it did happen and it was terrifying. So please, please, please use glass. Use glass. Protect yourself. Protect your carpet. I'm going to have to really work on that. Anyway, back to the task at hand. So I did my work this morning that I'm going to assign you guys to do. I hope you have been doing your gratitude for your 2 days that we've been yesterday and today. And if not today, I want to share mine with you just because it's a good accountability thing, and I want to show you things.
I'm sorry, your phone is connected.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. That should be the end of our interruptions. Hi, Heather. Hi, Jezebel. Hi, Sonia. Ricky, I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited you're here. Okay, so my gratitudes, if you remember, the first day were a washer because I was able to do a load of laundry. My herbs because they smell so good, and my YouTube family for caring so much for me. To yesterday, I was grateful for my witchy den, my friends, and again, my washer. Now, I know I repeated, but the reason I repeated yesterday was because I actually got to do like 4 loads of laundry, which is a big deal when you haven't been able to do laundry in a while. So I was double grateful for my washer. Sonia, I missed you. Hi, love. Okay. My gratitudes were a new beginning, my ability to achieve, and music, because music kept me company all morning this morning while I was doing my work. So I did light my candle today, guys. I promise I did, but it turned into a disaster. So we will all be careful, right, to put our candles in glass. We do not want our candles just sitting out to catch fire and burn your house down, as mine did. Okay. Let me check my notes. Keep up with your gratitudes. Okay. All right. So for this section, it gets fun. This is where we get to dream big. And when I say dream big, I mean dream big, guys. Dream big. Because I'm going to take my glasses off because I feel like you guys can't see my eyes, and the eyes are well, they're all squinty today too, so it doesn't much matter, does it? Oh no, Jezebel, I'm so sorry. Okay. Today is where the fun starts. We get to dream big, but I want you to remember something. When you're dreaming big, don't dream so big that even you can't believe it, because you are defeating yourself before you even get started by doing that. If you are dreaming so large, like if you say, I'm going to be a millionaire by March, and you believe that, more power to you. Maybe it's going to, well, it is. If you truly believe it, it's going to happen for you. But sometimes what happens is our subconscious goes, I'll never reach this goal. And you throw it away and you stop working on it. And I don't want you to do that. So dream big, guys, dream big, but dream real. So the first thing you're going to do, if you're taking notes, now is the time, is you're going to write a heading like this. Ooh, camera. You're going to write your headings, and you'll be listing things under them. So get your notebook. You don't have to use your journal for this. I took out a couple of pages so that I could get my stuff in order, and then I'll put it in my journal later. But I'm going to save my pages that I used because I want to see where I started. I want to see where my thoughts developed and that kind of thing. So anyway, you don't have to tear them out. I just chose to do that. So here we go. If you're taking notes, there are 7 dimensions to life. 7 dimensions to life. And so here they are. I'm going to list them for you. The first one is lifestyle. The second one is physical. The third one is social. The fourth one is emotional. The fifth is psychological. The sixth is environmental. And the seventh is spirituality. And these are in no certain order. I just am reading them to you in that order. Okay, so lifestyle, physical, social, emotional, psychological, environmental, and spiritual. Okay, those are your 7 categories. Those are the 7 dimensions of life in my life coaching program. There are 7 dimensions because there are 7 categories to life in which we have to be satisfied to have a full and complete and whole life. So those are my 7 dimensions in my program. So you're going to write those down. And I find it easiest, like I said, to put a heading, and then I'll tell you how you fill all this in. And just put the heading, and then I'll explain that. So I sat down today and I thought, I'm going to dream big. I want my life to be perfect. I want to need nothing, and I want everything to be in tip-top order. And now understand, when you do this, you bet I can do it slower. You bet. When you do this, remember that it is going to evolve and change with you throughout the year. Okay, I'm going to read them one more time. Lifestyle is the first one. Physical is the second one. Social, emotional, psychological, environmental, and spiritual. I wish I had my whiteboard, because I'd have it behind me with everything listed that I'm talking about, so you guys wouldn't have any issue with me, missing something. But I'm going to say it one more time. Lifestyle, physical, social, emotional, psychological, environmental, and spiritual. And then I'm going to wait a minute, make sure you guys got them all. Are we good to go, guys? The 7 dimensions of life are the things you need fulfilled to give you a complete and whole life. You bet, Ricky, no problem. Okay. Good coffee. So under lifestyle, this is what I have listed. Lifestyle meaning the style of life you live. So I am a positive person. That's positivity. I live positivity. That's not something I have to work on. So I didn't list it under my lifestyle. But if that is something you work on, you want to put positivity there. You want to work on being positive. Lifestyle. Let's say you're a walker. You're someone who walks every day. Let's say you're not, but you want to be. You're going to list that under there. Mine has my morning and evening routine, because I'm not real good at sticking to that. I wish this camera would do more for me. Dagnabbit. Let me see if I can prop it up here better. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Maybe that's a little better. I'm not real good at holding a morning and evening routine. So that's something I listed under lifestyle. Gardening. I want gardening. Hi, Gypsy. How you doing, Kendra? Love you. I want gardening to be a big part of my life again. It used to be a very big part of my life. Once we moved out of California, it became very much a less important part of my life, and I want that back. I really miss my gardening. Oh no, Kendra, I'm so sorry. I have my health candle for my family burning, and I'm got you in there, honey. I hope you feel better soon. Under my lifestyle, I have a running car. I need my car to be running, and my lifestyle would be me going and doing, and I can't go and do without a car. So my running car is under my lifestyle. My driver's license for Texas is under my lifestyle, and a job is under my lifestyle, because in my lifestyle, I am a working, and a cleaner person is in there as well. I'm a cleaner, working person with a legal way to use that car, insurance, a running car that works because my car needs work. I have a great AM and PM routine. This is who I am in my lifestyle. So those are the things I listed in mine. If you have questions, you guys, I listed my email at the very beginning. Please ask me anything, anytime, day or night. I will get back to you with whatever you need to know or whatever confusion you have. And in here as well, that's why we're doing this live, so we can interact and clear things up if there's any confusion. Under lifestyle also, I'm happy. I'm a happy person, and I project happiness, and I project that positivity. Those are things that would go under lifestyle. Okay, I'm going to move on to physical if everybody's ready. Yes, Kendra, sending you definite healing and love. I'm so sorry you're feeling sick. That's terrible. It's a terrible way to start the new year. I'm so sorry. So for physical, I have a lot on my physical list, because physically I have allowed myself to really not stay in tune with myself. I miss you too, Jen. Thank you for coming. I miss you so much. I've been watching you. I've been having to back watch, but I've been watching you, and I love you, and I love what's going on in your life and what you're doing and your positivity. And I love you, and I miss you. So for physical, for me, I want to get down to 180 pounds. That may not sound super thin, but for somebody that's coming from 436 pounds, that's extremely thin. Happy New Year, darling. I now weigh, like I told you, this was going to get personal. I'm really going to open up to you guys because I want you to understand where I'm at and where I want to go. Okay, so I now weigh 205 pounds. I want to get down to 180. It's not a huge weight loss. It's just been a goal of mine. I want my hair to keep growing, so I want longer hair. This is all physical. This is the stuff I'm putting under physical. Yes, Heather, I imagine. But just don't forget to write me on that email if you guys need anything, any clarification, any extra help, anything. I want to wear tighter clothes. All of my clothes do not fit me, and I have a blessed friend. Her name is Stormy Knight. You guys all know her. She is a sweetheart, Deb. She sent me a link for people who have had surgery such as mine and have a clothes exchange. So hopefully very soon I'll have clothes that fit me, and that will be nice. Excuse me. So tighter clothes. I want to stop smoking. I need to quit smoking. And so I'm a non-smoker. I'm not going to be a non-smoker because I'm going to use my little pen, but I have today I have already slowed so far down just from going back to my pen. So I'm really proud of that effort. But so under my physical, I want to be a non-smoker. I want to be a walker. I want to be somebody who takes walks morning and evening. At the very least in the evening. I really want to be someone who takes walks. The saddest part is out here, I can't take my dog. And I can't take her because there are too many dogs running around and I'm afraid she would get attacked and then I would just have to shoot a dog. And I could never harm an animal. So I just would rather not take my animal, and that way I don't have to worry about her getting hurt. So I will have to walk alone, but that is one of my big things that I want to do, is be a walker. Under hygiene, I listed a lot of different things that I don't do every day that I want to do. And I told you guys I was going to open up. So I'm opening up. I want to use lotion every day, not just when I bathe. When I say every day, I mean morning and night. This is AM and PM routine. I want to go back to wearing makeup. I haven't worn makeup in a very long time, and I used to wear it daily. So I want to go back to wearing makeup. I want to go back to doing my facials weekly. Happy birthday, Heidi. I want to go back to taking care of my feet real well. When I had diabetes, I had a really good routine on taking care of my feet, and I've let that go. I used to paint my toes and keep them painted all the time. I've let that go. So those are things I want to improve on as far as hygiene goes. I don't know if that would really go under physical. Why did I put that there? I think this stuff goes more under lifestyle, and I put it under physical, and I'm not sure why, but I'd like to have clients in my own business again. I'd like to get my business off the ground again, start doing my healing, my spiritual work, and offering my spells again and my herbs. So, excuse me, that's something that I should have put under lifestyle. And I'm really pushing for a job as a storage property manager. I think I may get that job, so I'm pushing for that. Okay, so those would have went under lifestyle. I'm sorry, they were under physical. So as far as physical goes, that's what I have. I know, Texas evening walks, Jen. I love Texas. I love Texas, you guys. I haven't been happier in years. Okay, so then I would move on to, yes, happy birthday, Heidi. I would move on to social. Social for me is only got two things in it, but they're the two things that cause me to not be a very social person outside of social media. And one of them is that I have immense trust issues. I do. I have immense trust issues. And there's no sense in really getting into all the childhood whys and adult whys and all that good stuff. But I do. I have trust issues. And I need more friends. And I need to let go of my trust issues to gain more friends. So, so that's what I have under social. Trust and friends. I need to come to real life interactions and not just social media. I'm really outgoing on here. It's really easy to be outgoing in front of a camera. I'm not shy. I'm not a shy person. I never really have been. But I have a very hard time initiating. I do not know, and I'm extremely awkward, and I do not know how to say to someone I don't know very well, hey, do you want to get together and have some coffee? It sounds easy, but I'm very awkward when it comes to something like that. And I think a lot of it is, good night, Kendra. I love you, darling. Okay, I'll see you soon. Please take care of you. So I'm really awkward when it comes to personal interactions with people I'm not close with people who don't know me. And so I need to work on trust, and I need to work on being more outgoing in person. So those are my social things. Whispering Cauldron, hi, girl. How are you, darling? So for emotional, which is next, I have listed not being so needy. I kind of wonder if that's not why I have trouble getting and keeping friends, because not keeping friends. Once I make a friend, I'm a friend. But getting because I'm so awkward, I wonder if I come across too needy, too, I don't think the right word is aggressive. I'm so glad to hear you're good. I am good too. And Happy New Year to you too, dear. So I think that awkwardness comes from, I feel, and I could be completely wrong, but I feel like I come across really needy, and nobody wants to hang out with somebody who's too needy. So that's just one of my things I put under emotional. I don't have a lot of emotional things I want to change, but that is one of them. And the next one is my need for acceptance. I find myself people pleasing, and not that that's really a bad thing, but it can become a bad thing when you put everyone else in front of yourself. And I need to work on that because I'm so worried about being accepted by people that I will go further than my own health, be it mental or physical, suggests I should do. So I think I come across really needy to people, like too eager, maybe, I don't know the right wording. And I have this huge need for acceptance from people. So those are two emotional things that I'm going to work on. Is everyone ready to move on to the next one? Am I going too fast? Is everybody cool? How are we doing? I just want to make sure I'm not, leaving you guys behind or anything. And I want to be sure I'm explaining everything properly. Because it's just so you know, I closed my business in 2016 or 17. I think it was 16. It's all good. Okay, Sonia, thank you. And I have not done one-on-one life coaching since I closed my business. I did for about 6 months. I kept clients that I had already had even once I closed the doors, but it's been a while. So this is kind of a refresher for me. So I want to be sure I'm doing good. All right. The next for me is the next on the list is psychological. So psychologically, I don't have a ton of work, but I do have some work. I need to be sure I'm taking my medication daily because I tend to jump up out of bed so eager to get up for the day that I forget I didn't take my medicine. And then like 10 o'clock in the morning, I've been up for 4 or 5 hours and I remember, oh my God, I didn't take my medicine. So I'd like to get much better at taking my medications each day. I don't have a bad habit of not keeping my appointments, but I put it on there because I want to be diligent about it. I do miss appointments here and there. I missed one the 31st yesterday. And that irritated the hell out of me. So I decided this morning to put that on there so I could be a little more diligent, start using my planner again, that kind of thing. And then also psychologically, I want to have better inner thoughts. I want to have better thoughts about myself. We all do a degree of negative self-talk, but I will catch myself doing that on a daily basis. I'll be cooking dinner and put the wrong thing here or the wrong thing there and be in my head think, dumbass, you should have done this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have those thoughts. Yes, I do the same thing, Jen. I'm so eager to get up in the morning, I forget. So I don't want to have negative thoughts about myself. So psychologically, those are the 3 things I'd like to work on: taking my meds every day, diligently keeping my appointments, and losing the negative self-talk and the negative self-image. And you can hear some of that self-image when I say I have issues with making friends because I feel like I come across too needy. That's a self-negativity thing. I need to get beyond that. So anyways, those are my psychologicals. Environmental is the funnest one to me because that's where you get to put all the things that you want to manifest in your life. Environmentally, I want to have more houseplants. I want my house to be cleaner. I want curtains on every window. I want a dryer. I want firewood at my disposal. I want my yard to be manicured. I'd like to have a piano. I want to barbecue often, and I don't even own a barbecue pit. So that's another thing I want to manifest. I'd like to have planter boxes so I could do gardening. Bar stools. I want bar stools at my bar. I've got this amazing bar and no bar stools in my kitchen, a kitchen bar. Good, Heather. Good, Heather. Good idea, Jen. That's the best way to do it. I need to start really catching myself like that and doing that. That's a good tip. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I would like to have 2 nice chairs in the living room near some bookcases so that it's kind of a reading area. Our living room is really huge and elongated. So we've got one area in the camera, one area over here for visiting, and I'd like to have this area over here for reading, maybe playing a piano if we get one, and so on. I'd like to have a bistro table set out, you know, the little table, it's just a round table and 2 chairs, out in my magical area in the yard. I'd like to have that. I want to obtain some lattice so that I can privacy off my outside working area and altar and so on. I'd like to have some benches on our deck. I would like to have a porch swing again. We had one a while back, but yes, comfy conversation areas, exactly. I bet it does, Jen. I'm really excited about trying that. I really am going to use that. It's a great tip. I would like to drink more wine. I used to drink wine more often than beer, and I enjoy wine more than I enjoy beer, but I catch myself drinking beer because it's less expensive, and I do enjoy beer. I'm a beer drinker. I like beer, but I miss my wine. So I put wine on my list. I would like to have internet and maybe cable TV. Which we don't have either of now, which is why I use my phone and StreamYards. I want to obtain more herbs. I'd like to bring more herbs into my life. I know I have a lot, but there's no problem with wanting more. I want more herbs. I'm thinking about maybe doing a spiral path in my yard. I don't know yet that I'm going to do that, but I did list it in my outdoor area, which I already have, so that's not something I have to attain. And that's all I have in environmental. So in my environment, those are the things I'd like to have. Never too many herbs. I agree, Jen, never. Okay, and then spiritually, I would like to re-enchant all my enchanted items. I have not done it in so long, and we've moved twice since. And you know, your magic, if you don't feed it, it does, you know, wear down. It gets less active and less potent. So I want to re-enchant all my items. I want to have a daily morning and evening routine. I want to work daily on my magic. And I want to do more rituals. I haven't really been into rituals much in the last few years, and I'd like to get back into that. And so those are my spirituals. Those are all the things in my 7 dimensions that I have listed here. Yes, yay, herbs. Okay, so that's my lifestyle, my physical, my social, my emotional, my psychological, environmental, and spiritual desires for my life. Those are the things that I would like to have in my life or like to do in my life. So I did that list first, and that's what I suggest you do. Do your list first. Then the fun begins. Not that that isn't fun, because it kind of is. You have to look at yourself. Remember to light your candle or your lantern, because this is shadow work. Whether we look at it super deep or not, you can take it as deep as you like. I'm being very surface here because although I want to share a lot with you guys, I also want to protect my privacy. So I was very open and upfront with you, but I didn't delve into, like I said, the trust issues. Those are my issues. That's shadow work I need to do. And I know it is. The negative self-talk, that's shadow work I need to work on. I need to figure out where that came from, and since I already know where that came from, I need to figure out why I continue to have it in my life. That's the things I need to work on. We're going to get to all that. There's no rush on any of it. So now, once I filled this out and got this done, this took me about, honestly, it took me about 45 minutes. And I will be honest with you, there are probably a lot more things I could add to these lists. And remember, I said this is evolving. This continually changes. You want to go back and assess things and add and subtract and see where you've improved and see where you need improvement. This is how you do it. So I'm not positive that's the end of my list. I have yet to write it in my journal. I just did my basic list stuff first so that I could add to later if needed. Okay. Now, once you do your list, once you get all your stuff done, you get to do that dreaming thing I told you about. Remember, I told you, don't ever call it a dream life. Call it a true life. Because when you call something a dream, it's unattainable. It's something you're dreaming of. It's not something you can reach. And I want you to realize whatever we discuss, whatever we work on, you're going to achieve. And if you call it a dream, it makes it out there. It makes it too far to attain. And I don't want you to call it a dream. So remember, it's your true life, not your dream life. Okay, here we go. The next step is to write your life out with all the changes as is. Oh, thank you so much, Jen. Bless your heart. I love you. And so I'm going to read mine out loud to you guys to just give you an example. And in no way, shape, or form am I saying that. I'm just saying this is how it turned out for me today. I'm not done. That's why it's not in my journal. I think I will probably write and rewrite this a time or two, which you guys will probably do as well. But I'm going to read mine out to you so that you kind of have an idea of where I'm at. Okay, Carol, you watch it back again. But remember, if you have any questions, my email is at the very top of the chat. And please contact me, you guys, with any questions, clarifications needed, anything. That's why we're doing this, so I can help. Okay, so here's my true life, not my dream life. This is my true life. This is what I am striving for, and this is what I'm going to attain this year. Oh, bless your heart, Carol. Okay, so I'm reading it. In my clean home, full of plants, I have curtains on all the windows, a working washer and dryer, but also a clothesline because I like how they smell. I have fires often and wine often. Our yard is well manicured. We have a visiting and reading area in our living room. We barbecue often, and I enjoy my gardening and benches and bistro table and porch swing outdoors. I love my outdoor working area and all the lattice that I have to provide me with privacy. We can watch cable shows or use the internet anytime we like. My hair is very long and turning gray, which I love. I am physically more active and down to 180 pounds. I have finally gotten clothes that fit, and I carry on a great hygiene routine that I'm very happy with. I have stopped smoking, and I breathe with ease now. I love my job as a storage property manager, and I love having clients on the side. I have new friends that are perfect for me and my family. I'm not always striving for approval because I love myself as I am. I take my medication daily and keep all of my appointments, and I have very limited negative thoughts about myself and correct them when I do. We hold parties and enjoy the company of friends in our home. Our bar stools offer extra seating for all of our new friends. Spiritually, I am in tune with myself, my goddess, and my YouTube family. and their needs from me. I am happy with my daily magical workings, and I am always full of ideas. My herbal collection is always growing, and my journal is still my best friend. I get to utilize my outdoor altar and working area daily if I'd like. I am happy, satisfied, stable, and dedicated as a person. I'm positive at all costs, and I make good friends. Oh, and I make a good friend. My relationship with my buddy is stronger than ever and completely satisfying to both of us on every level. My relationship with my children and grandchildren, true or adopted, is amazing and close. We are always there for each other at all costs. My relationship with my YouTube family is fulfilling and continuing to grow. My life is so perfect, I need nothing, and I could not feel more complete. Okay. I'm just checking back on the chat. Bye, Jen. I love you. Okay. So you see how I worded it all as though it is, not as though it's going to be, not as though I'm working towards it, but as though it is. This is my true life. The reason you want to word it this way is for many things, but I'm sure you guys know about the law of attraction. And the more that we project what is, the more what is becomes what is. And so you want to write your true life as if it exists, because it does. I hope that made sense. But you want to write your true life as though it exists. And all of the things that I wrote in my true life, I got from my list. So that's kind of how it works. It sounds easier than it is, or it sounds harder than it is, I meant. It sounds really complicated, but I promise it's not nearly as hard as it seems. The fun part is writing out the true life. The harder part is going through and deciding what you really need in every category or every dimension of life. And so it is work. I'm not going to, I told you guys in the beginning, this is work. It takes work, but the good stuff is coming. The stuff that really helps you attain all this is still coming. I have not given you that yet. What I am telling you is this is where it starts. It starts with knowing the 7 dimensions and knowing what you need from those 7 dimensions, and then writing out your true life. And like I said, this may change before I put it in my journal permanently. This is something I just did this morning so that I would have it to share with you. But it gives you a good idea. And I don't know that it's going to change much. This is really, it feels right to me. It feels good to me. It feels like that's what I want. That's where I want to be. And no, it doesn't seem easier, but it really is a lot easier than it comes across being. So what I want to do for a minute is let's go to physical. Everyone in the world has things about them physically that they want to improve. So let's together work on physical right now. So my number one physical is I want to weigh 180 pounds. What's your number one physical? If you don't mind sharing. If you do mind sharing, omit it. Don't do it. But if you don't mind sharing, what is your number one physical desire? If you don't mind sharing, go ahead and type that in for me. And I'll help you kind of see how to word it. Or anything else in the 7 dimensions that you don't know how to word. Type it in, and I'll try to help you understand if you're not understanding how to move it over. You want to weigh 200 pounds. Okay, Heather. Did you see how in my true life, I wrote, I am physically more active and down to 180 pounds. I wrote it as though it is. I want to weigh 120. I want to not be in pain. Okay. I am physically feeling better than I have in years. My pain is down, my confidence is up, that type of thing. I have more body strength than I have in years because I've been doing this, or because I continue to do this. I hope this is making sense. It's really hard to do it on a YouTube thing and not one-on-one, but I'm hoping this is making sense how you add it to your true life. You don't say I want more body strength in your true life. What you say is I have more body strength now than I have in years because of this. Now you're bringing yourself both things, the body strength and the act of getting there. You see what I'm saying? You're not just giving yourself the body strength, but you're giving yourself the act of getting there. So let's say I have more body strength than I have in years from lifting that gallon jug of water and doing squats. Now you know, and this is going to come in later. I don't want to jump ahead because I don't want to overwhelm you guys, but you want to be as detailed as possible. I mean, you will see that on here, under my environmental things, everything I listed that I wanted to manifest, I used in my true life. I wrote about in my true life. Perfect, Sonia. Perfect. Yes, Heather. Yes. You want to be sure that everything on your 7 dimensions is written as though it is in your true life. And it's important for many reasons, but law of attraction is one of the... Now, wait a minute. I couldn't do a squat. If somebody offered me $1 million, I'd fall on my ass before I completed that squat. Trust me. But whatever it is you decide you're going to do, you're going to utilize whatever activity you're going to utilize to get to that body strength. Please be sure you put it in your true life statement, letter, sheet. There's one certain word I'm staying away from, and I'm staying away from that word because the next session that we have is going to really encompass that word. And so I don't want to use that word today because these are not goals. Goals is the word. And I don't want you to look at it like these are goals. These are not goals. This is your true life. This is what you are manifesting. You are bringing this to life. And I'm going to show you how. I promise. I'm going to get you from this letter to manifestation in 2 more videos, 2 more lives. I'm going to show you how to get from this letter to reality in 2 more lives. I promise. I know that that's a big promise, but I'm standing on it. And just stick with me. I know it seems like a lot of work right now by hearing it, but it literally took me about an hour and a half this morning to do this. An hour and a half of my life. I didn't have to dedicate an hour and a half. I could have done, excuse me. Oh, it was Rosie. I could have done 20 minutes a day for 2 or 3 days. I could have done 10 minutes a day for a week. It doesn't matter how much time you allot. What matters is that you do it correctly. You mention your 7 dimensions and you write out your true life. It's very important that we do it this way. And I am going to show you literally how to get from this letter to reality. I promise, in the next 2 videos. And it seems like a lot, but it's not a lot, guys. And I really, really am asking the favor that you put forth the effort to do this part of it, because this is the most work. And like I said, it took me an hour and a half. So it might take you 5 days at 10 minutes a day, or 3 days at 20 minutes a day. But you're worth it. You deserve it. And the people around you, if they really love you, are going to give you the time to work on this, because I promise you this series is probably the most important thing I've done on YouTube to date, because it's going to work. I promise it's going to work. So stick with me. Put forth the effort. You're worth it. You're worth it. Don't do it for me. I am saying do me a favor and do it. But I'm asking you to do that favor for yourself, not for me. I'm not going to get anything out of your work, but I know you're important to me because I really want you to get from this letter to reality, or this statement to reality. And I know that I can help you do that. I have 1,000% confidence in myself to guide you to have 1,000% confidence in yourself. And I really, really promise we're going to get there. So is there anything that I've talked about so far that people don't understand, that they maybe need some clarification on, or want me to repeat, or anything like that? Anything at all? I'm wide open. Another thing I wanted to tell you was, be sure you light your lantern or your candle before you start this work. You've enchanted it, you've given it magic, and it's going to give back to you now. It's going to give you that manifestation ability. It's going to give you that ability to focus. It's going to give you the ability to be projecting all the good stuff you put into that lantern or that candle. It's going to give back to you if you utilize it. So please light it when you're doing your work. Put it in a glass container and don't catch your room on fire like I did this morning. But use it, utilize it. That's why we made it. It's going to help you, I promise. And so, and also, if you're so inclined, awesome, Heidi. Thank you so much. Good, Heather. Great. Sonia, I'm so happy to hear that. Also, remember, if you are so inclined, which I was, to call forth your deity and your ancestors, or deities and ancestors and guardians and guides, to really help you focus on this and get out of it what is important. And I did that. I invited everyone to help me this morning because I wanted to be sure to word it in a way that made it what I want and need, not just want, but need. You know, we need changes in our lives. That's why we do life coaching, to obtain those changes. Okay, Carol, perfect. And if you, like I said, any of you, please contact me on Messenger, on my Facebook. If you're not my friend on Facebook, my name is Candy Lunea Payne on Facebook. Please look me up. And then remember, when you're writing out your statement, that wording is important. It needs to sound as though it is, not as though it will be or could be or might be or if. It needs to sound as though it is. It's important to work with the law of attraction here, and you will get a lot more out of it if you state it as though it is, like you heard me state to you in mine. Be as detailed as you can, but don't make it something you can't believe. Like I said, if you say you're going to be a millionaire next month, believe you're going to do it, or it won't happen. And dream big, but make sure you can believe it. And don't limit yourself. Don't say, well, I'll never be a millionaire, so I'm not going to dream about being a millionaire. Maybe you won't be a millionaire by March, but maybe in a 5-year plan, you could be a millionaire. That's what I'm saying. Allow yourself the time to bring into fruition what we're desiring or pulling to us. And that's more realistic. I could believe that maybe in 5 years I could be a millionaire. I will never believe that by next month I'll be a millionaire. And if I can't believe it, I can't make it happen. So that's what I mean by that. Be detailed and don't be too strict or limiting. I think I've covered everything you need for this time. If you made a special incense like Jezebel did, you use that instead of your candle or use them all. If you made all 3, use them all. But remember to utilize that. We did that magic for a reason. It's really going to help you. It's going to pull to you. Okay. I think I've covered everything I needed to cover today. I am going to work more on mine. And I will definitely read you the finished product. If that is the finished product, you won't hear much change. And hi, Dee. How you doing, darling? Good to see you. Happy day one. Yes, happy day one of 2020. And this year is going to rock. This year is going to be amazing. This decade's going to be amazing, but this year is going to be awesome. And so I think I've covered everything that needed to be covered. If you have any questions, throw them out there. I'm here for a bit. I don't have to run off. But it's so good to see you too. I'm so glad you made it to this one, Dee. I'm not quite done, but we are kind of through it. I hope you watch it back and really utilize the information that we shared. It's going to be great for you. And I hope everyone is as happy with, I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't sound, hang on. I hope everyone feels as though this is not too big a challenge. I hope it's coming across easy enough that you feel you can do it. I have been really good, Dee. I have been so good lately. Everything is really, really good for me right now. I'm in a great new house, in a great new town, in a beautiful new state that I love. And my life is going swimmingly. It really is. Everything is going well. And I'm really excited at this program we're doing because I feel the draw to this new life really coming in to play this year and helping me so much. I just am really excited this year and I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. How have you been, love? How are you doing? That's the real question. Hi, Zale. Happy New Year's, darling. Yes, a new decade of amazing endeavors for all of us. Very true. I'm so excited about it. So many things have got me so excited. Um, I can't wait till the next one because the next session is going to really, really, really make you guys go, oh my God, I can do this. It's going to be the eye opener. It's going to be the one that goes, holy hell, I never thought I could achieve this stuff, but all of a sudden it seems in reach. I do too, Dee. I really do. I have great hopes for 2020. I think it's going to be the best decade in the 20s yet, in this beginning stages of the 20s, and I think it's going to be my best year in years. And I'm projecting that because I really feel it in my soul that it's going to be great. Remember, you guys, to utilize the goddess energy that's out there. My friend Michelle Noel Creations pointed out to me when I was talking about this new year and how good it's going to be, that there's this huge amount of divine energy out right now, and it's there for us, and we need to just utilize it. So feel it, don't fight it, go with the flow. Really, guys, feel that divine energy because it's, yes, we're in the roaring 20s. It's out there for us to utilize. So just feel it. And that planetary energy that's coming in waves this last few weeks is just going to get enormous this month. And so write it out. It's there for us. Anyway, I haven't seen any questions, guys. Dee, I love that. You and a goddess. I mean, your goddess self in a flapper dress. I love it. Don't you wish that style came back in? I would love to just walk around in a flapper all the time. All right, you guys. I am going to go ahead and let you go. Get started on your stuff. I think we should meet again on, I'm going to try to give you enough time to be ready to move on. Today is Wednesday. I'm going to say Sunday. No, I'm not going to say Sunday. I have plans on Sunday. Give me a second here. I don't want to wait until Monday because that's such a long time and I am so excited that I want to do it. But then I'm thinking about it and you guys are going to need the time. So I'm thinking, hi, Joseph. The weather is cold today and it's going to rain around 2 o'clock and rain for the next 2 days. And then we'll be good again. Okay, Ricky, you're so welcome. I love you so much, darling. I'm so happy that you guys came. Let's say Monday. Let's say Monday at 1 o'clock. Yeah, let's go with that. Monday at 1 o'clock. Monday will be let's see, today is the 1st and it's Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. The 6th. We will do our next session on the 6th, Monday the 6th at 1 o'clock Central, which is 12 o'clock Mountain, 11 o'clock Pacific, and 2 o'clock Eastern. So I will meet you guys here. I'm so glad to hear that, Joseph. I'm so glad to hear that. You too, Zale. You take care too. I love you guys. Yes, you will. Monday, 1 o'clock. I love you guys so much. Please have a blessed day. I think I might come back this evening and do just a visit live, just to kind of hang out live. But no guarantees. I am probably going to, though. So I hope I catch you guys then. I love you so much. You're all divine. You're all sacred beings of light and love. You really are divine and sacred. I hope you believe that in your heart of hearts. I don't just say it to blow smoke. I believe it. I believe we're all divine and that we're all sacred because we're divine and because we are alive and we are an entity. And I love each and every one of you with everything in me. I love you guys. And yeah, I'm going to come back and do a visit live this evening. I miss you guys. And I wanted to do one last night, but I got too tired too quick. I worked my rump off yesterday. Anyway, have a blessed day. And I will talk to you all soon. Hugs and kisses. Thank you for joining me. Work on your stuff, guys. It's going to be fun. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye, babes. I can't end my broadcast. Okay, here it goes. Love you. Remember to check out the email if you need to talk to me. I am available anytime or on Messenger or Facebook. Okay. Love you guys.